Guys, new class buffs have been added. Sorry this video is just coming out now. I kind of fell ill. Anyway, we'll start with the Reaper. The Reaper has two buffs mainly added to it, both for Destruction Blast and Doom Blast. Doom Blast, basically the buff added was it can silence. There's 50% chance of it silencing the opponent for 3 seconds. And for Destruction Blast, the damage of this, that's your Destruction Blast, has been increased by 25%. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool as well. So you have that increases Destruction Blast damage by 25%, and every time you use Doom Blast on your opponent, you have a 50% chance of silencing them for 3 seconds. Now this begs the question, which talent is better? Do you want to use Destroying Chain or Cat Enhancement? With Cat Enhancement, you can spam Doom Blast a lot faster. With Destroying Chain, you can't really, but hey, they are both good. Just pick one. They are both good, guys. Don't think too much about it. Just go with the one that you're used to or that you enjoy using the most. The assassin also got some nice upgrades. To be more specific, 3 of their skills got some nice buffs. The first is Prelude Dawn. It increases the CDR of the percent by 2%, and this can stack up to, I believe, 20%. Next is Dark Rhapsody. It does the same thing as Prelude Dawn. And finally, you have your Nocturne Luna. It does the same thing basically with all the others. So the assassin can actually reduce the cooldown of its opponents now with each damage it does. It's still not really great against its weak points like the Blade Masters and stuff, but hey, you take what you can get. Honestly, I would have preferred a damage reduction effect for the assassin, but this is good as well. Now the Blade Masters, they got 2 buffs. The first is which just switching your skills. Every time you switch between your Odachi and your Meteor Blade, you can actually gain 5 seconds of immunity to skill locks, as well as removing any already existing skill lock on you. So this is perfect against the Soul Dancer's Bubble and the time lock effect of the Illusionist Cage and stuff. This is quite useful against that. So the Blade Master is a lot more deadly against Soul Dancers basically. And the next thing they got was with their skill Landslide. That's this one that reflects damage. It actually reduces the CDR of any opponent that attacks you by 4%, and it can stack up to 20%. Again, perfect against Soul Dancers, but not really great against classes that don't use CDR like the Reapers and stuff. As far as I'm aware, the fighters gain only 1 buff, and the buff is pretty good. Now this has to deal with one skill, which is Vajra Power. This skill right here that gives you super ammo and stuff. It now has the ability to remove the Illusionist Cage effect. That means fighter class can't be caged by the Illusionist. You can just walk out of it as long as you use Vajra Power while you're caged. Now the thing I'm not sure about this is, does this work for only the fighter class, that's the player that used it, or can this remove the effect for all your teammates as well? Take for example, you are in bombs and you have one fighter on your team that uses this. Can all of you walk out of it, or is just one player? But the good part about this as well is you have this skill, which is Onikatsu, your EX. With the Onikatsu, you can reset the cooldown of Vajra Power and do it again. So basically you are immune to about 2 or 3 cages. Now the Puppeteer class gained 2 buffs. The first has to deal with this skill, the Razor Wheel. The damage of your laceration has been increased by 150%. Also the cooldown of Omni Guard has been reduced from, I think, was it 40 something or 20 something seconds to 15 seconds depending on your CDR. And this skill can actually be reset by the EX that the Puppeteers have. This is quite useful for Puppeteers as this skill makes you very tanky. Now with the effect of Dustburster and Omni Guard to reduce the damage you receive, meanwhile the increased damage of your laceration makes the Puppeteer a perfect tank and DPS class. Keep in mind that this is all hypothetical, as your strategy, playstyle, and of course your rating will still matter. The Illusionist received 2 nerfs. The first reduces the damage of their Cube Cage skill by 50%. The second nerf on the Illusionist reduces their normal attack damage by 33%. So Cube Cage deals 50% less damage and their normal attack deals 33% less damage. To be honest, I can feel the impact of this, but this doesn't really mean the class isn't still overpowered. This class still dominates in PvP, PvE, and almost every event. Just goes to show you how overpowered this class was and still is. The Floramancer received 1 buff and 2 nerfs. The damage of Poison Ivy's Embrace, which is the second skill, was increased by 100%. That is the buff the Floramancer received. As for the nerf, it has to deal with the first skill, Vine Field. Vine Field now has a 50% chance of entangling the opponent instead of the original 100%. The final nerf for the Floramancer deals with the talent, and this is specifically the C-level talent Unrestrained Growth. The entanglement duration of this talent has been reduced from 3 seconds, I believe, to 1.5 seconds. So you aren't stunned for as long as before. Now there might be some inclusions that I did not add in this video, maybe because I'm not sure of them or I'm not aware of them. If you're actually sure or know of these, you can drop them down in the comment section below. There are also some classes that weren't buffed or nerfed. This includes the Gunslinger, the Phantom Sounds, and the Soul Dancers. They were not nerfed, neither were they buffed, as far as I'm aware. And to be honest, I feel that they are okay in their current state. Maybe except the Soul Dancer. You guys are still suffering, man. But that's just my opinion, and I'm pretty sure you have yours. So do let me and the other viewers know in the comment section below, as I definitely love to know your thoughts on this. Oh, and also thank you guys so much for voting about the Genshin stuff in the community poll. The votes are really funny, guys. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you all. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.